Hi there, my name is Micah, and today I'm going to be talking about activity-based costing, also known as the ABC method, hopefully in a simple way for you to understand. So let's say we have a surfboard manufacturing company here, and it produces longboards and it produces shortboards. And let's say for this month we produce a total of 500 shortboards and a total of 500 longboards for a total of 1,000 surfboards produced. And let's say during that same month we incur an electric power bill of $1,000. And so how are we going to divide this electric power among the surfboards? Well, one way to do it is we could take the power bill of $1,000 and divide that into our total of short and longboards of 1,000 surfboards produced, which gives us a nice a nice number of $1 of electricity used for every board produced. But the more realistic occurrence is that we calculated that our factory power actually uses 4 kilowatts of electricity to produce one longboard, but it only uses 2 kilowatts of electricity to produce one shortboard. So would it still be fair to divide that electricity evenly amongst the short and longboard? Well, no, it wouldn't, because we're going to have to write off a higher electricity cost to produce a longboard instead of the shortboard here. Now, this is what separates the activity-based costing from the traditional method, which, as we saw in the beginning, just divides evenly the power bill amongst the short and longboards produced, which really doesn't give you an accurate depiction of the costs. As in activity-based accounting, it divides up more proportionately the electricity used between the short and longboard, which allows us to allocate more accurately the costs incurred for each surfboard produced. So in our case, activity-based costing allows us to write down a higher electricity cost for the longboard instead of the short, and that may very well dictate the price at which we set this longboard above the shortboard. So factory power isn't the only expense recognized by activity-based costing. It includes all other overhead costs, which may include indirect materials such as oil or supplies used, maybe internet usage used in the factory, and even paying its supervisors. So this is just a little tutorial on how activity-based accounting can be used in the productions of surfboards. We can also get more in depth with activity-based accounting and recognize that maybe these surfboards require special engineering and special testing, and as well as machine setups that cause costs, and they cause the company to consume resources. And under ABC, the company will calculate the cost of these resources used in each of these activities. The cost of these activities will be assigned only to the products that demand them. So maybe in our example here, the shortboard here will require more rigorous testing and special engineering compared to the longboard, which may be more standard and easier to make. So that's just another way we could use activity-based accounting to allocate specific expenses to the product. So let's wrap this up, and just remember that activity-based costing pretty much just assigns manufacturing overhead costs to products in a more logical manner than the traditional approach. And it does this by assigning costs to the activities that are the real cause of the overhead.